And one of the things that I discovered about marriage, when you've been married as long as we have, is that there's 3 phases of marriage. In the first phase, your first marriage, first 1 to 15, 20 years, you're in love. Sex is hot. You pass each other, look each other in the eye, and you say, fuck me. 20 to 30 years go by, you pass each other, you look each other in the eye, and you say, fuck you. But when you're our age, you pass each other, you look each other in the eye, and you say, who the fuck are you? My husband's name is Rick, and I work for the Japanese government. And they used to, we used to hold these receptions when the delegations came in. And when I first started working there, my boss would introduce me to everybody at the embassy and whatnot. So we're standing in that little, reception line. My boss is here, my hubby's here. The people come in, and he says, I'd like to introduce you to my assistant Judy and her husband, Lick Hyman. I still call him that sometimes. So the kids nowadays have it a lot different than we did. They've got tablets, cell phone, computers, all that kind of stuff to play with. We didn't have that, but we played doctors. And in my town, we played show me your cooter or show me your penis doctors. And I would acquiesce for a nickel. So I would take my little nickel down to the store and get my penny candy and go back home because I had the goods. Yeah, it was great. Then I realized, as I was thinking about that I must be the world's youngest paid stripper. After a while, we moved away from that town, and the kids remembered me. And I went to visit my grandmother, who was still living there, and as soon as I walked outside, all the boys started checking their pockets to see if they had nickels. I never knew how many nickels teenager boys carry. It's quite amazing. So I told them that I charged more now than a nickel. So first, I was the world's first most paid child stripper, and now I'm a teenage hustler. But then I turned 40. And on my 40th birthday, our dear friend Joe had a cake made that had a penis on it, and it was writing, "Happy birthday, Judy, you old hoe." And then I realized I had gone from paid stripper to teen hustler and now to hoe. Who'd have known? I had a bone density test recently, and it came back and said that I had the bones of a 30-year-old, 45-year-old, and I thought to myself, damn, there's something in me still young. I kind of feel like I'm one of those 1970 Dodges that always needs new parts. I got new knees, now I got to get a new shoulder. It's crazy. They call your senior years the golden years. Bullshit. It's the rusty years. It's the rusty years. When I was when I was looking at the internet, oops, my prop just fell and here I go. When I was looking at the internet, I discovered, they've got these old blow-up dolls, sex dolls for men, They're called Judy dolls. I'm so honored that they named them after me. But when I was on the internet, I discovered that they also have dolls for horny dogs. That was pretty new to me. I could just imagine old Rover going to town on little Skippy there. When I was a kid, I was pretty rebellious. I went to Catholic school. And so one day, I decided to have a little fun. And I put permanent blue-black ink in my classroom's holy water fountain. I then went into my desk and I started writing. And I'm writing, and I'm hearing people coming in, and I'm just writing, and all of a sudden, the classroom got real quiet. And I looked up. There were 56 kids in my class. All of their eyes were on me, as well as the nun, because all of them had ink marks here, here, and here. And the nun was not happy. She was crying. So they sent me to the Mother Superior, and they called my dad. He comes, and he told them, he said, I'm sorry she did this. And they said, well, we want you to see what she did. So they took my dad down and showed him the whole classroom filled with kids with the marks on their uniform, and the nun with the marks on her uniform. And I thought, oh man, my goose is cooked. And he said to the Mother Superior that I would get what I deserved when I got home. We got in the car, we drove 2 blocks away, and Dad turns to me. I duck because I see his arm go up, and he bursts out laughing and said, that was the funniest damn thing I've ever seen in my life. All 56 kids with those marks and the nun, but if you ever do that again, I will kill you. When I was in my 20s, I had a real nice round butt. Nice firm, guys liked it, woo-hoo. And then I hit menopause. And my butt went from my butt on vacation to my belly and my boobs. And it liked it so much it set up permanent residency. I had a co-worker that we named Foreskin. He always disappeared when the work was hard. Penises have a hard life. Their hair's a mess. They're a family with nuts. Their neighbor's an asshole. Their best friend's a pussy. And their owner beats them. So I went to I taught my dog to be a therapy dog. She's a certified therapy dog, and she goes to nursing homes, and she visits them, and she's a little toy poodle, and they love her because she can just get up in the bed with them, and they can hug her and all. And we had one lady in there, and poor woman, I assumed she had had a stroke, because all she could say was 2 things. The first was babble, you didn't understand, and the second was, oh, goddamn. And my little dog, I would look at her, she would grab that dog and say, oh, goddamn. And I thought, God really has a sense of humor. Don't leave her stuck with those words. So, anyway, the other ways that God has a sense of humor I have zits and wrinkles. And food is another one. Have you ever noticed that all the good food, ice cream, cheesecake, stuff like that,
Right.
that's bad for your body. But tofu is good. God's got a sense of humor on that one. My mother